sometime after that I bumped into Graham. And Graham was Todd's good friend. And Graham, the first thing he said to me, and it was on the Rambler, he said, "You're an asshole." That was the first thing he said to me. "You're an asshole." And of course, quite a few people had called me an asshole in my time in Barcelona. So it took me a little second to figure out why in this particular occasion I was an asshole. And it had been, by that time, at least 3 months since I ditched Marta, beautiful Mexican Marta, for a Scandinavian girl on a gap year. Graham said, well actually what Graham said next really only makes sense in the context of what he called his love economy. The love economy, as far as Graham was concerned, it was a whole thing that he'd invented. It was something he used to start a conversation in a party in the kitchen, to foster a little bit of debate, to foster a certain amount of kind of feminist disgust and rage, to really get people riled up and thinking. The love economy. He'd always start it off kind of benign. He would say, and he was like Todd in this way, he'd say, you know, everything's limited in life, and that includes emotions. Everything works like an economy. It's a process of supply and demand. You get an economy of hate, and you get an economy of fear, and you also get an economy of love. And the way the economy of love works is, at the start of your life, you get $75 to spend in the love economy. And $25 of that is in small change, and $50 is in one single $50 bill. And when you turn 8, because they don't give you any of it right away, when you turn about 8-year-old, they start handing it out like pocket money, just a little bit at a time for the 25 change. And they do that because they don't want you blowing it all on the first little girl you meet on the street. Because then you'd be kind of stuck the next week when her little cousin came up visiting from Nashville, who had blonder hair and bluer eyes. And then you'd be stuck again if you blew it all on her, because then you'd meet the tomboy 3 streets across who could ride a skateboard and play baseball. So no, you don't get it not until you're 20 or 18 do they throw the whole load at you. They throw the car keys at you, you get all the remaining change, and you get the $50 bill. And by that time, well, you can buy a lifetime of heartbreak right off the bat, or if you're smart and you're a little cagey, you keep spending the small change, you spend it on one-night stands, you spend it on a 3-year affair to get you through university. You have a couple of flings at conferences at your first job. And it's not until you reach about your mid-20s you start feeling the cloth of that $50 bill. And you can't break it. You can't break it. And of course by that time romance and love has become more than just another person. It's become your life. It's become your vanity. You want your life to read like the big, great American novel. You want it to be a Himalaya of ups and downs. You want reverses, you want triumphs, you want everything fantastic. And then you want that exceptional woman or that exceptional man. And you've got that $50 bill to spend on them. And if you spend it right, you're going to be happy forever. And if you spend it wrong, it doesn't matter how you try and make up in the later years. Some important party is going to be damaged forever. That was the way that Graham's love economy worked. That's how he explained it. You could blow holes through it from left, right, and center. He got some good arguments started, but it was in the context of that I understood when he said, "You're an asshole," because Marta beautiful Mexican mata. She was Todd's $50 woman. And that's kind of why I feel bad.